tell you right now what happened. A different video. I'm actually doing a Q&A. It's my first Q&A video, so like, subscribe. I recently asked you guys to ask me questions for this video, and you sent me a lot of questions, so that makes me very happy. You were so eager to be a part of this video with me, so let's answer some questions, shall we? Yes, we shall. First question. Rate your experience meeting Jojo Siwa. 5 trillion out of 5 stars on Yelp. No, but seriously, go to Jojo's concert, it's amazing. She stopped the concert and gave me a shout out.
But his name is Jacob, and he is here tonight, and he has done amazing covers to my music. He plays the drums, he plays the piano, he is incredible.
And then after the concert, I went backstage because the dancers wanted to take pictures with me. And then all of a sudden, Jojo pops up behind me and it's like,
hey, what's going on out here?
One thing I would have done differently, because when you meet celebrities, most of the time you're probably gonna have that one thing that you wish you would have done differently. So the one thing for me was when I met Jesselyn, Jojo's mom. When I was talking to her, I was not making very good eye contact with her. My eyes were here, and then they were there, and then they were there. When did you start playing and wanted to become a musician? So I started my whole journey with music when I was like 3 or 4 years old. And my dad was just kind of improvising on the piano. And so the following day, I kind of picked up on what he was playing, and so I started playing that exact thing. And then drums, I started playing drums, and I actually performed concerts on piano, and I would get paid for some of those concerts, and then I would put that money towards buying new parts for my drum set. This summer, I started playing guitar, cello, and bass. When did you start playing cello? I had no idea. I started playing cello this summer, and I started taking lessons. Hi Jacob, I'm a big fan of yours, and I'm a piano player. Do you have any tips for sheet music? So I used to use sheet music more when I was like a classical pianist, but now I kind of write my own stuff. By the way, the sheet music for Visionary, my original song that I performed on America's Got Talent, is on my website, jacobvelazquez.com, in case you want to learn it. I would say find a song you really enjoy. Musicnotes.com has like sheet music to any song, not sponsored by the way. If you do want to sponsor me, musicnotes.com, that would be really cool. You should send me, you could print my song on your website or something. How old are you? I am 12, turning 13 on September 29th. What was the first instrument you learned how to play? The first instrument I learned how to play was piano. Are there any instruments that you don't know how to play that you're looking forward to learning how to play? And how many instruments do you currently play? Currently I play piano, drums, cello, bass, and guitar. So that's 5 instruments. Are there any instruments that I don't know how to play that I want to play in the future? Anything's possible. I mean, I do like to surprise you guys. By the way, pay attention in my videos because I like to leave little Easter eggs here and there. Can you read music or do you play by sound? You are an inspiration. Thank you so much, Josephine. You are a very lovely person. I can read a little sheet music, but I just play by ear now. How do you stay so calm performing in front of so many people? How do your siblings feel about your fame and talent? Who else in your family is musical? Sometimes, like very occasionally, I will be backstage and I'll be feeling a little nervous, but I'll go on stage and just like, I'll be fine because it's like my natural habitat almost. How do my siblings feel about it? My siblings are super supportive. They're very amazing. They're actually all musical. My sister Skylar plays ukulele. She plays a little bit of piano and she loves to sing and loves to dance. My brother Brandon used to be a DJ and his DJ name was B-Man. My brother Tyler plays guitar and piano. What's the song you think has been the hardest to learn for you? I think the hardest song to learn for me was probably the Beethoven Concerto that I performed with a huge orchestra, and it had 3 movements. Have you ever heard from Yanni about your version of Reflections of Passion? Yes, he actually posted it on his Facebook page, like right when my version came out. Have you ever been offered to do work with other famous bands? Harry Connick Jr. actually invited me on stage to perform with him at his concert. DJ Irie, the Miami Heat DJ, he actually has like a huge bash on the 4th of July, and there's like a lot of celebrities there, and he wanted me to perform, which was really awesome. Taylor Swift actually invited me backstage to meet her at one of her concerts because she saw my piano medley that I did of her 1989 album. You can probably find it if you type in Jacob Velazquez Taylor Swift on YouTube. Alright, do you have a crush? Yep. Moving on, shall we? Who encouraged you and helped you to stay the path? My parents helped me with everything and they are amazing. Can you play Queen's Right? I think they mean Queen's Reich, but sure. Okay, we're good. We're good. No emergencies. If you could pick anywhere in the world to travel to, where would you head next? First, I would want to head to New Jersey because I haven't seen my family in so long. I haven't seen them in over 2 years. As of performing, I'd love to go to perform in Ireland because I'm actually part Irish, and Italy because I'm also part Italian. And also, I took a trip to Brazil. I'd love to go back there someday. I would also like to go to Australia because Jojo, Siwa, says that it's a wonderful place. Would you like to perform in other countries? Greetings from Guatemala. I would love to perform in other countries. I love to travel and see new places. What inspired you to choose music? I feel like music chose me. I love you, Jacob. Thanks, I love you too. Can you give me a shout out? Hey, Jacob Lawson. How often do you practice? I don't really like to consider it practicing. I like to consider it playing because it just sounds more fun to me and it makes me want to do it more. I do take cello and guitar lessons as of right now, but otherwise I just like to play and have fun. Have you ever been to Mexico? No, I have not been to Mexico yet. I would love to come to Mexico and go to as many places and kind of explore the world and perform everywhere. You know you have great, loving parents. Yes, my parents are the absolute best parents in the entire world. I think they're the greatest human beings ever, and they are just the best. What is your favorite song of all time? This is an interesting question because it always kind of changes, you know, especially when newer songs come out. It always kind of depends on my mood and how I'm feeling. So right now, my favorite song is called Eclipse by The Dew. And another question from Clyde. Do you go to school? Currently, I'm homeschooled. I started being homeschooled in 2019. Do you listen to any rap? P.S. I love you. I love you too, Grace. I don't really listen to much rap. Okay, this person asked a few questions. Number 1, which genre of music do you like most? And 2, which musical instrument do you prefer to play? So right now, again, it kind of depends on my mood and how I'm feeling at that point in my life. Right now, I actually like metal music and a little bit of pop music and rock music. Which instrument do I prefer to play? As of right this very second, this very minute, would probably be guitar because I play it like all the time and that always changes. This next question is kind of an interesting one. How do you take time to put all this to work? school, music, family, and your challenges. So as I said before, I'm homeschooled. Just being homeschooled just kind of gives me more time to play my instruments, and I'm home with my family, so it's what works for me. Do you play Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft. I actually don't play video games at all. You have some big fans in Alhambra, Cali. Keep up the great work and keep on learning. You rock. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What is the hardest piano cover you have ever done? I would say probably the classical pieces, because I have to move my fingers really quickly and they take longer to learn since they're longer pieces. Is life always colorful to you? And how do you think others should live it? I think life is all about like reality, and your reality kind of comes with what you think. So if you're always thinking positive things and things that make you really excited, you will be brought positive. Whereas if you're always thinking negatively, you will be brought negative energy. How do you like Acellus? I also go to Acellus and I love your channel. Thank you. And for those of you who don't know, Acellus is an online virtual school. It's technically a private school, but that's the school I'm attending currently. And I love it. I think it's amazing. Are you a Christian? Yes, I very much am a Christian. I love God and Jesus, and I always turn to them and ask them for help whenever I need it. Have you ever been to Wales in the UK? And if you haven't, you should try Welsh cakes, mate. No, I have not been there yet. I'm really hoping to go there soon and try Welsh cakes because they sound and look really good. So I'll definitely take your advice on that. Do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? No, I'm only 12 years old. Very innocent child here. How did you get so famous? I don't really like to consider myself famous, but I was on season 15 of America's Got Talent. How stoked would you be to play piano or drums for a Jojo recording of a new song? I would love that. That would be amazing. She's my inspiration. She's my biggest inspiration. I love Jojo. I'd love to do anything with her. She's on my vision board, so that would be so amazing. Hit me up, Jojo. How are you doing? I'm doing amazing. What's your favorite band and who is your inspiration? I've been really into Pentatonic. I've been really into Red Hot Chili Peppers. Most of my inspirations are people I watch on YouTube, like Stevie T, which I did a video with a few weeks ago, which you should definitely go check out after this video. I love Jared Dines. He plays guitar and he plays drums. Rob Scallon, I love Rob Scallon. He plays drums and guitar. And I love Davey 504, the slap bass guy. And also, I love Cooper Drummer, the drummer that taught me how to play drums through watching his YouTube videos. So thanks, Cooper Drummer. You should hit me up as well. Those people I just mentioned are all huge inspirations to me for the instruments that I play, but I would say my biggest inspiration just in general with how I live my life is probably gonna be Jojo, because she doesn't change who she is no matter what anybody says. Hit me up, Jojo. I don't have a question, just want to say you're very good on electric guitar. Thank you so much. What is your favorite Nickelodeon and Disney Channel shows? Well, actually, I don't really watch TV. I haven't been watching TV recently. I've been more playing my instruments and watching YouTube videos. When I did used to watch TV more, I loved Jessie. I loved Jake and the Neverland Pirates. I loved Bunked and the Descendants movie series. And on Nickelodeon, I really only watch Nickelodeon when I know JoJo's going to be on. Hit me up, Jojo. Squirrel or cats? Texas. Comment below what you think is the best. Squirrels, cats, dolphins, or dogs. What are your plans for the future in music? I'm always going to be writing music, new music, and I'm always going to be posting YouTube videos. There's a few things I can't really talk about yet, but hopefully I'll get to talk about them soon, and you guys will be the first to know about the stuff that talk about. Why are you not on AGT? Well, the truth is, I love AGT so much. It's my favorite show ever. I've seen rumors that I dropped out of the competition, which is not true at all. So my audition day was pre-recorded on March 13th of 2020. And that was the day before AGT production shut down because of coronavirus was starting to hit. And that day when I auditioned, there wasn't an audience when I performed, and that's why, because coronavirus. So at my audition, I got 4 yeses. So when we came home, we started preparing for the judges' cuts. So normally they pre-record judges' cuts in April, but then they had to push it back to May because of coronavirus. Then they pushed May back to June. So now things started to open back up in California, which is a good sign. We get the date to fly to California for the judges' cuts. Guess what happened the very next day? California shut down again entirely. So this left the producers and I scrambling to try to come up with a way to film my performance remotely. We were throwing back ideas, but we couldn't find a way to get my performance to work safely and with a short amount of time. If you watched my audition, you saw I revealed the drums, and I'll tell you, this performance was gonna have a lot more reveals. I was not seen in the judges' cuts, but I may or may not be doing something in the future. That's all I can really say right now. Stay tuned on all of my social media. I just want to really thank you for your support. I just found out my America's Got Talent audition on Facebook has over 40 million views, which is just mind-blowing. Just insane that 40 million people wanted to watch my audition. And thank you for sending me all these questions to answer. It was really fun to make this video and answer all your guys' questions so you guys can kind of get to know me a little more. In the future, I'll hopefully do another video like this. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye. How stoked would you be to play drums or piano for a Jojo recording of a new song?